Yeah.
Good evening, everybody.
How's everyone doing?
What's up?
Gold? Oh.
I'm alive.
Okay.
I'm alive.
We're trying to be alive at least. How's everybody's Tuesday going?
Pretty solid. Can't complain.
Outstanding.
Can't
Pretty
complain
good.
for a Tuesday.
Right.
Yeah.
Beginning of the week.
It still is a Tuesday. I get it.
Crawling.
But you know what? After today, we're one step closer to the weekend. So,
Specifically, one step closer to Hump Day.
yes.
Great nest
midway.
egg. I can post Predator stuff tomorrow.
Outstanding. Tonight, we have the enigmatic Lizbette Ocasio-Russe.
Nice. Very well done. Yeah. Wow.
You are a professor,
Yes.
an author,
Yes.
and now also a comic book creator.
Yes.
Outstanding!
It's
That
pretty
is so
sick.
much fun.
Yeah.
That is so
No,
much fun.
it's super fun. It's great.
So let's just start it off. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about your history.
Sure. Okay. So I guess I'll start with writing, which I've been doing for a while now, and that's what kind of the bulk of my studies and my career have been about. That and teaching. I teach at SNHU, creative writing, literature, composition, and then I also write and publish. And I'm working on this comic called Excomunicada. It's a horror comic, and I've been working on it for a couple of years, but it just now got picked up by a publisher. So me and my artist are like,
Awesome.
yay, yeah, we're really excited about it. So book one is written, and he's just kind of working on the illustration and lettering and all of that. And we're really excited about it. It's about kind of a female exorcist that helps the people that the church abandons. And this is in kind of a rural town in Puerto Rico, which is where I'm from. And she has this kind of little crew that ends up helping her. There's a lot of like Benedictine monks that end up being really helpful to her. And there's someone that comes along and like teaches her like MMA fighting. It gets really fun. Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's fun.
So she is constantly learning new skills.
Yeah, she's always leveling up. She's constantly
That's
leveling
awesome.
up. Yeah.
So how long have you been actively writing and producing books?
So my first book, Lover Bar, which is now it has shifted to my new publisher, the same publisher that picked up Excomunicada, which is Gordon Publishing under Spilt Ink. They picked up Excomunicada, and they're going to re-release Lover Bar as well. And Lover Bar was my first book. That was published in 2020. I want to say 2022, 2023, I think is when that was published.
Okay.
But before that, I had published kind of stories and poems and other things that I had been doing since maybe my master's. I don't know, like 2014 or so. So
oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So for a bit, the writing journey has been pretty consistent.
So now that you're diving into comics,
Mm-hmm.
what are like what is I guess what's your favorite to do now?
I think fiction. I mean, comics are still fiction. It's the same. I mean, it's a different style, and I feel like it's almost easier to write comics because the artist, the illustrator, has such a heavy load to carry. I feel like when it comes to anything graphic, I forget who I was talking to that said, you can have a crappy writer for a comic, but you can't really get away with a crappy illustrator, and and I was like, I mean, maybe I try to have a story, but no, it's been fun doing Ex Comunicata just because it's new. I'm kind of newer to the genre, so it's been fun exploring it and learning how to kind of write it. And my artist has been kind of a mentor in that sense. His name is David. He's Venezuelan. He's amazing. And he has a big history with comics, and has his master's in like graphic design. And
Oh wow, okay.
so he's been a really good mentor as well. So in terms of, I don't know if I have a favorite because I feel like whether it's comic or if it's more literary, it's still fiction,
Yeah.
So,
Right.
I love them both. I can't pick.
That's awesome.
Did you?
Go
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, did you plan to write a comic at any point, or did it just kind of happen? You said you did poetry and stuff. I know some artists don't ever intend. Oh, cool.
I never thought of myself as like becoming a comic writer. I did see myself writing horror.
Yeah.
That I knew I would end up doing because I've loved horror since I could remember. It's been a huge part of my life. But it was actually when I started dating my now husband, Alex. I don't remember if I just kind of started brainstorming what kind of superpowers I would like to have, like if I was some kind of superhero, like what would I like to be? And my Catholic trauma became very involved in that like concept of what I wanted to like be superhero wise.
Yeah.
And I think we just kind of started talking about like X, and her name became X, and she had like this same tattoo that I have on my arm, and we just kind of started brainstorming what she could do and why she would do it and what would be her motivation. And he was like, "Oh, you should just like write a comic." And I was like, "Me? What? I don't write comics." He's like, just do it." And I was like, "Okay, I'll do that." And when we lived in Texas, we used to go to this awesome horror convention called Frightmare. I don't know if y'all have heard of it. Texas Frightmare Weekend. It's
Not heard of that.
I have a friend in Texas. She went to it. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Y'all have got to try to check it out because it started quite small, and now it recently moved locations because it's gotten so much bigger. And it seems like it's continuing to expand. But I used to go to those every year, and there were these two comic creators that we kind of just like walked by their booth and decided to talk to them. And then we went to their panel on creating comics because they both write and illustrate. Their names are Dave Dwanch and Sean Gabarin. They have some really cool stuff, like really cool, fun, like such like groovy concepts. And so I went to their panel and I heard them talk, and they were also kind of a huge inspiration. I bought Sean Gabarin's comic. It was called Black Betty, and I kind of read through that. So he also kind of gave me a good baseline of for comic writing when I started exploring.
Yeah, right.
So my partner was a big push to do it, and then I just kind of started exploring, and it happened.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see how that story pans out, like you said, because of the source, like you said, channeling that kind of trauma of what you said, because that's what inspired my start of writing as well. So yeah, it's something.
Really?
Yes, yeah. So yeah, I would love to see how this pans out because again, seeing how people process that,
Yeah, and that's really where it came from. I feel like that's. I mean, maybe I may not be the only one. I think when it comes to horror, like a lot of these stories come from trauma, right? And they're all like about trauma, and I feel like in writing them, in watching them, right, and reading them, we can heal. I think a lot from our trauma. At least that's how I feel about writing. When I write about anything that has to do with me, it always ends up being like therapy. You have to you have to work through some like demons.
It's a healthy venting option.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good way to kind of, I think, process things, and if I could turn it into a superhero, then it's empowering too, right? So
I've always said that, processing stuff that way, using a pen rather than other means, at least after you've healed and done, you've left a legacy, not a scar on yourself.
Absolutely. That's beautiful.
Putting, I think I had somewhere I said put pain to paper.
Oh, that would be a great like author slogan. Putting pain to paper. That's great. You should use that, bud. You should use that. That's good.
I've used it a couple times, but I'm sure somebody said it way before me.
Oh, damn.
Doesn't matter. You just
I'm sure somebody's.
You should rehashed it. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Green Geek. Thanks for joining us.
Green.
Let's see. Trippin says English composition is the only class I got an A in while in college.
Yes, English teacher saving the day.
Artwork is what will get your attention with a new comic, but the story is what will keep you buying it.
There you go. There we go. Yeah, appreciation for both, right? But I agree that visual is so important to draw people in.
Yeah.
It's so important.
Yeah, it's definitely a balancing act. You want to have the good visuals, especially with a comic, because unlike a novel where you're creating the visuals in your head as you're reading it, a comic, you kind of have to see it. Somebody's creating that vision for you, but that story is what's going to drive you to say, I want to know what's next. I mean, the art could be, I don't want to see crappy, but it could be less spectacular as long as the writing is solid and drawing the reader in and saying, I want to know what's next. I need to know what's next. What is going to happen to my hero?
Yeah. Right.
That's what's going to do it.
Absolutely.
Hold on real quick.
Cool. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You go. You have a turn. No, you take a turn.
No, I didn't have anything yet.
Oh, okay. I was just going to say, like he was saying, character design and stuff's important, but if the story to go along with it, it's like I'm sure here we all love the Predator design or the Xenomorph design, and we're like, oh, we want more of those movies. But if there's a movie like, what's the one from like 2018, Predators, that was just kind of like, yeah, I don't want any more of this movie, no matter how cool the Predator looked,
Yeah.
It definitely has to be a thing of a perfect balance. But again, story will always be the most important thing about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's where you're really creating a connection, right?
You're relating to that character. You want to know more.
Absolutely. Relatability, right? That's at least what keeps me coming back to franchises, whatever they may be, TV, movie, book, whatever. Relating to a character, connecting with that character, right? Yeah.
So going along those lines, sorry, my wee one had an issue. Going along those lines, what has been your favorite horror character, villain, protagonist, whatever? What has been the one that you can always go to saying, that's my favorite? That is the one.
I think, and I'm going to just say what came to mind first, and it's, I'll say two, like the less conventional, and then the one that I feel like was my genesis, which is like Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy, and specifically, I mean, I love Freddy. He's great. Yay, right? And one of the reasons he's great is because he gets you in your sleep, right? In your dreams. You can't really get away from
most vulnerable.
It's when you're most vulnerable. It's fantastic, right? It's beautiful. And so you fight him in a different way too, which is fun. But the other thing and the coolest thing really is the final girl, right? Like Nancy. Yeah. Nancy Thompson is like the grittiest final girl, dude. Like she actually takes him down herself.
Yeah.
And she does so with her intellect. You know, she's incredible. I feel like she's the best final girl, especially if we're talking back in the 70s and the 80s. Man.
Yeah.
She's
Oh, yeah.
so pretty. And I was obsessed with Freddie. I think maybe when I was like 11, 12, somehow I was able to watch the movies. I was not allowed. It was a very conservative Catholic household, but I found
We found a
to
way.
and I was like, whoa, this is like the best. So then I would like go to the mall and like buy the DVDs, like hidden, you know, and
Yep.
watch them at home. I like the third one was my favorite, Dream Warriors, with like
Love
Doc
the third one.
soundtrack. Oh my god.
Good old Dawkins.
Yeah, no, Freddie has been so iconic. Continues, will always be iconic.
Yeah.
Geez, but like newer, I mean, no, Freddie is my answer. I don't know who could be better than Freddie for me. I mean, I guess from newer films, like I would, but just the first 3 movies of the Saw franchise.
Okay.
Like, just stop at 3. They could have stopped at 1 if you ask me, but but you
should
can.
have.
Yeah, but you can push to 3. Those after that they become indistinguishable. It's just nonsense.
Yeah.
But I remember going to watch the first Saw, and I remember being in the theater like, this is incredible. Like this is so dope. I was so young too.
Yeah.
I should not have been watching it, but I was like, this is so incredible. And I went to watch all the other films in theaters, and after 3 they all let me down. But that movie and that his whole thing about like, you don't appreciate life, so I'm gonna make you appreciate it.
I want to teach you
I'm
through
gonna
pain.
appreciate this life. I'm like, okay, I can get behind that. Like, I can get behind that.
It's
like
Dead
violence.
Man 1.
Yes.
Dead Man 1 said Pinhead.
Yep. The first 3, love the first 3.
Yeah, the character development for just the whole, like even Billy, the little stupid doll that comes out on the tricycle. That's your introduction. It's like, damn, okay, that was brilliant the way they just brought it all together. And then, sorry, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Saw 1 yet, you're way behind the times. But Kramer being the man in the middle the entire time they're in there listening, that was excellent.
Yeah, no, it was the most epic twist ever. Still, there's not been a better one. Maybe you have a scrimmage between that and like the Sixth Sense. Like, I feel like those have been the 2 big. But man, when he just gets up and he rips off his makeup and they have that music building and oh my gosh, it's great. It's just so great because you feel like you know everything and then you know nothing, and that's what a great horror movie does.
That's what a good twist in any movie does. When you see it coming a mile away.
Yeah, it's no fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the slasher movies, man, you know what's coming. There's no surprise in a slasher.
Oh, but we wouldn't say there was any twists in a slasher.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty straightforward. Okay, they're doing this. They shouldn't be doing this. They're gonna die for this. Who's gonna be the hero at the end to help save them all?
Yeah.
So those psychological. There was another one, The Cell, with I think it was Jennifer Lopez.
I haven't seen The Cell. I know exactly what I have not seen it. Is it good? Is it good?
The first one was good. I thought it was good. Personally, I thought it was good. I thought the way they played that out, they did it really, really well. And then another one like that was Identity.
I don't think I've seen Identity.
John Cusack.
With John Cusack? Maybe I have seen that a while ago, though.
Yeah,
I was watching Final Destination today.
The new one's really good.
Yeah, no, I watched it. Bloodlines. pleasantly surprised. I was like, hey, this was great.
They're bringing it back. They're making it good.
Surprisingly, taking a couple years off from doing one every year results in a decent movie. Who would have thought?
How about that?
It's crazy. Yeah. So with all these talks of them bringing back, Dead Man Says Smile.
Yeah, Smile.
One,
I
haven't seen the second one. I haven't seen the second one yet. The first one is pretty
fucked
creepy.
up. The second one is fucked.
Like good?
I want to see it.
Like fucked good. Yeah, fucked good.
Okay. But what do you think about this whole bringing these classic slasher figures to TV screen into like a series? Like they're coming out with Camp Crystal Lake with Jason Voorhees or Pamela Voorhees. It's still kind of in the air which one it's really going to be about. And then they did Chucky, and Chucky was really good. I thought they did Chucky really well.
Oh,
they did do Scream not too long ago as well.
Okay.
Yeah. How was that?
It was decent.
Decent.
Depending on which season you watch.
I'll have to watch. I mean, I'd be willing to watch them, but my initial reaction to those is like hesitant.
Yeah.
Just because, although so many of them have already been kind of polluted, that like, what does it really matter at this point? Like you said, they've been used so many times. But I haven't really seen any of them. I'd be willing to check it out. You said the Chucky one was good?
Chucky is great. It deals a lot with LGBTQ themes, like a ton, really? And a lot.
Sweet.
Because Don Mancini is a part of the community.
Yeah,
but he leans fully into it in like a respectful way.
Yeah.
Sweet. And
thanks for joining us.
It really jumps the shark in like the last season, but in like the best way possible.
Oh, cool.
like they bombed the polar bears.
What?
Yeah.
Leave the polar bears alone. What are you doing?
I mean, Chucky's the kind of character can do that. He can 100% translate.
Great reason.
Yeah, but no, check out Chucky. You will not be disappointed.
I will.
It's on Peacock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now when is Camp Crystal Lake coming out?
Maybe later this year. Maybe early next year.
The one I am actually really looking forward to that I saw the trailer and I was like, I feel like it's going to be great is the Welcome to Derry.
Yes.
The trailer's out for that?
Yeah, they have.
I haven't seen the trailer, but
they have some stuff out for it, and it looks great. I'm beyond excited for that. But everything they've been doing, how do y'all feel about everything they've been doing with it?
I liked the first one. Clearly the original is great, but like the remake, Chapter 1 is great. Chapter 2 kind of lost me a little bit just because I don't feel like it was as cohesive. But I love Bill Skarsgård. I think he's a fantastic Pennywise and Nosferatu and everything else that he does.
Yeah, no, he's fantastic. No, I'm a fan, and I read the book recently. It was like a year ago, 2 years ago, but I hadn't read it before, and I wasn't expecting to really like it. I thought I was gonna quit reading it because it's a big book. No, but the book is incredible. Holy smokes. It's my favorite thing that I've ever read. And
I'm working my way through the book.
Are you?
My grandmother had pretty much every Stephen King book ever, so I just kind of took them. It's daunting, but I'm enjoying it so far.
My gosh.
There's some of his books, it goes in stages. It goes in waves. Like you'll get through 5-6 chapters. You're going and going and going, and then you'll get to those chapters that are just kind of filler for backstory. And you're like,
oh God, in my opinion, and I love Stephen King. He really is like my hero, but you'll have like pages and pages where you're telling me about this town history and this one person and this one thing, and I'm like, where are we going, Steven? Where are we going?
Yeah.
Please, what are we doing?
Send in the clown.
And then he cuts it off and goes back to what he was doing before.
Yeah.
Just to bring it back and you'll find the relevance of what he said like 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters before.
Yes.
In that chapter. You're
yes.
like, oh, okay, that's why he put all that in one shot, and now I get it. Got it. Like Needful Things was like that. Needful Things was filled with that.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Jeez.
There was so many side stories.
He does a lot of interesting, I'm noticing, because I've read it, I read Carrie, and now I'm reading Misery. And I feel like out of those 3, Misery is the only one that, or is the most stable in terms of the storyline. Because it, jumps around structurally, right? Adult, young, town, this, that. And even in Carrie, we get the story through different sources, whether it's like news clippings or they're interviewing Sue Snell or, so he does, I'm noticing that he does a lot of really interesting stuff with structure, which makes then doing the adaptations, the cinematic, all those, it makes it all the more interesting to see how people handle that kind of varied literary structure that he plays with.
Yeah. I think the last iteration of it was probably the closest thing they've come to actually doing a book right of his, though. There's been some great books that he's written, and like movies based off the books he's written.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of them missed the mark of reading it. I mean, you can say that with a lot of things, but like, especially with his books, though, it's like that was good, but damn, I read the book and what happened to this and this and that, and where are these connections? And oh my God.
Yes.
But I mean, I kind of get it. If they did every book of his the way it was supposed to be, it'd be every mini series just like The Stand was.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, but like Carrie, for example, I agree with you. And Carrie comes to mind because I just read Carrie. And man, oh man, when I watched the movie and I hadn't read the source material, I was like, I love this movie. And now that I've read the book, I'm like, what did y'all do?
Yeah.
Like, what did y'all do? Like, no, whatever. They made their cinematic choices.
That's the same with The Shining, Kubrick Shining.
That's fair. Yeah, absolutely.
Which King vehemently hates that movie.
Really?
Yeah, if you check it out on Threads, the Instagram, Twitter, or whatever, he just recently was like trash talking Kubrick's Shining.
So funny. I have to read that one next.
And the silly part is that Shining is such an iconic movie too.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, so is Carrie, right? Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No, yeah, definitely Carrie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great movie, but now that I've read the book, I'm like, oh wow, like you said, there's a lot of things that could have given this a lot more depth.
Yeah.
That they left out, but it's fine. It was still iconic, so.
Yeah.
Movies always tend to take, have to take shortcuts.
Oh, for sure.
Because, I mean, one example for me has always been Frankenstein. If you read the original Frankenstein, there is so much development for the creature. He has speaking lines. But in the movie, it's just like, oh, yeah, there he is. He's scary. But they work it into the second one, and they try to break it up, but I love that book. That is still one of my all-time favorites.
Well, I'm curious to see what Guillermo del Toro does with Frankenstein.
I'm anxiously awaiting that.
Yes.
Frankenstein's my favorite classic monster from back in the Universal days.
And I read Frankenstein, and I wasn't expecting necessarily to enjoy it, but a buddy of mine was like, I really think you're gonna like this, and I was like, okay, enough said. And I dove in and I was like, holy smokes, this is great.
Yeah,
this is fantastic. And Guillermo del Toro, oh my gosh, no, I like this
Pinocchio.
Do what?
He did Pinocchio. Didn't he do Pinocchio
Oh
a little while back? Yes.
Yeah.
Pinocchio.
And he made Pinocchio creepy, and it was awesome.
Yeah. And sad. Creepy, sad, what it was originally meant to be.
Yeah. Pan's Labyrinth.
Yes, the Pale Man is all. I love the Pale Man.
Pan's Labyrinth is just magic.
Yes.
So, if there was a book that you've read, what would what would be the one that you would want to see them attempt to make into a movie?
Any book?
Horror-wise.
Oh, jeez. Surprisingly, I don't feel like I'm reading more horror now.
Okay.
Yeah, the bulk of my horror, fanaticism has been cinematic. And R.L. Stein. R.L. Stein was...
Goosebumps.
Hey.
Yeah, Goosebumps was a big part of, my formation.
They're attempting it. They're attempting to make
They
that.
are. I love the Goosebumps. They've done some Goosebumps stuff in the past that has been okay.
Yeah.
They did that one movie with Jack Black, right?
Yeah.
That immediately took me out of it. I was like, well, it's not going to be scary with Jack Black. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't. It was goofy. It was like a family, which that's fine, but it wasn't creepy. No, it wasn't creepy at all. It was very family fun. But a horror book that I have read and haven't seen put in film. I know they've done Misery. I just haven't seen it yet because I'm reading the book now, and I want to finish the book.
Yeah.
Kathy Bates is terrifying.
Yeah, she's great in it.
Oh, she's so perfect. The minute I found out that she plays that character, I was like, yeah.
Oh, she's so good.
Oh,
okay. Let's go this route then.
Yeah, because I can't think of one.
We've seen them in the past in literary terms, like Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies.
Oh.
What book would you like to see them put a horror twist to? What classic book would you like to see a horror twist to?
Classic book with a horror twist.
The Bible.
No,
That's already scary enough.
The first thing that came to mind, and this might be a bizarre answer, but The Godfather by Mario Puzo.
Yeah,
it's another favorite of mine, and I feel like that would be hilarious. But if you did it campy, horror, I'm a huge fan of campy horror. If you could take something gangster and make it kind of funny and campy, I think that could be interesting. I'm also on a Sopranos kick right now, which I think is feeding into this answer.
Sopranos versus Zombies.
Or The Godfather,
Godfather run by vampires.
Oh yeah, there you go. Vampire Mafia.
It's what was it? Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yes.
Which I read that book actually, and that book was great. The movie did not do it justice at all.
No, nowhere near it.
No.
Let's see. Turbulent Toys says he liked Dreamcatcher. That was a good one.
Oh, the movie?
I don't know if he's talking about the movie or the book.
It's a Stephen King book that was made into a movie, right?
Yeah.
What's up, Zach? Thanks for joining us. But again, that's another one that the book was absolutely amazing, and the movie was like, oh man, you left so much out. So, but again, kind of understand it. If they go and try to do a Stephen King novel into a movie, you'd have Lord of the Rings, basically.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I wouldn't complain about that.
No, as long as they did it right. And the Tower series. Oh man, I loved Idris Elba as the gunslinger, but how they came at that series, the way they did in the movie, was so disappointing. So disappointing. Because that one should have been that series should be like a Game of Thrones series.
Yeah.
If they were going to do it, that one above all the other ones, that one should be the Game of Thrones for Stephen King. And they could do that one right. And there's so much material with it. Let's see.
Completed material.
And a lot better, yeah.
The Dark Tower was always my grandmother's least favorite Stephen King stuff. Like, she had all of them, but she despised them. I don't know why.
Oh,
I guess it just wasn't her
jam.
Yeah.
It was his attempt at doing fantasy.
Yeah.
You know, like true to form fantasy. It wasn't his normal. You know, it still had a focus in dairy somewhat, but it was his world building books.
Yeah.
And
I can see why Grandma probably was like,
yeah,
not really into this.
That was his attempt at taking on a different niche than what he normally does.
Yeah,
but it still had horror aspects in it. I mean, there was still a lot of messed up stuff that happened during those books, but it got crazy. There was like a psychotic train. Yeah, I mean, trying to put that on the screen would have been amazing. But
I just thought of another book that would be cool to see. So Don Quixote.
Oh my God! Yes, Don Quixote.
That was
Monster Hunter. Make him like a Van Helsing.
Yeah.
Oh.
He would fit into a Van Helsing role perfectly.
There you go. Don Quixote, who's gonna do it? Whoa, I should write it.
There you go. Hey, let's go.
I
give you 10 years. Get that one knocked out.
Yeah. No problem.
Yeah.
Has anybody done a horror like Romeo and Juliet, where maybe it's like he's a vampire and she's like compelled to go to him, and that's why the family hates that family?
Yeah, it's called Twilight.
That's what I was gonna say.
Don't you dare.
No, it's literally what you described.
Sorry, Lights, you have been.
No, I'm saying he's an evil vampire. He's not good. He's evil, and he's doing the whole like mind thing.
Then
like
that's
hello.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, that's Nosferatu.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about a whole family feuding.
So
that's the Twilight still.
It's a Twilight series still.
But that's with wolves.
No, it's not. There's two sets of vampires that feud.
That means he's watched it, which means he's watched it. He's lost points.
He
knows the plot. I didn't.
It's all right. I know it too, man. I know it too.
Terrible, terrible films.
It's
it says that.
The Twinkle Twinkle Sparkle Sparkle. There was a lot going on in those.
Yeah, movies. And then they had the one chance to have like some balls on that film and like do something crazy, like the final battle where you think everyone dies. Like stick to your guns, kill everyone.
Well, they did it. They did it in the book too, or rather, she did it in the book.
For me.
Yeah, no, the sparkly vampires are not that great, Zach.
No, it's terrible. My wife forced me to watch it out of spite.
I was actually forced to watch the first movie, but I will say that after I watched the first movie, then I watched the rest and I read the book. So I'm
another instance of where the books were a lot better.
The books were actually a lot better than the movie. I will say that the books were better, but still very like melodramatic.
Side tangent that's related to Twilight. Wasn't 50 Shades of Grey started off as like a Twilight fanfic?
Yes. I just found out about this recently. And it makes sense. I was like, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. This whole thing, Bella's whole thing with like Edward, and she's like dying to sleep with him, and he's like, no, because what is it? He's like afraid he's gonna like kill her, right?
Yeah.
He's so into. Oh my god, dude!
I'm going to lose control, and
I cannot. No, I can't. It's so toxic. The movies are toxic. She's not a strong female character. I don't like. No. I don't.
She's
know
not. She's actually.
She's barely a character.
The thing I'm happy most about watching those movies finally is that they didn't. I didn't watch them when they came out,
Mm,
so they didn't negatively impact my opinion of Robert Pattinson, who is actually a fantastic actor.
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
He
yeah.
is.
had I seen those movies, I would have been on the train of like, he cannot be Batman. He'd be terrible, or
I mean, that's what I was
whatever.
thinking when I seen it. That was
Yeah.
my thought process. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, we
Well, hold
no.
on now. So you're telling me you didn't like Kristen Stewart as Snow White,
When was Kristen?
the Huntsman?
The Huntsman, where she
No, I didn't
had
watch
a
that movie
liaison
either.
with the director while she
Yeah.
was with Edward Sparkle Sparkle.
Yeah, that led to that downfall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nazi.
No.
There was some controversy. No, the movie was terrible. I mean,
Yeah,
not for me. The Huntsman with the no.
that's one that Chris Hemsworth should have passed on.
Oh, geez.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
But okay, so guilty pleasure TV show. Mine, growing up, was always Buffy the Vampire and Angel.
That's a guilty
Absolutely
pleasure.
love them. Yes.
That's cool.
Yes. I will watch them to this day from season 1 to season.
That is, I love Buffy, man. I don't even consider that a guilty pleasure. I'm like, that's canon horror. Like, everyone should respect this, like the Bible. Like, Buffy is incredible writing. Incredible writing. Talk about one of the greatest series finales ever, like of all time. Oh my God, Buffy. Yes.
No, so that is not something to be guilty of. I thought you were going to be like, I like to watch the old Garfield cartoons from back then, which I like those too.
Well, hey, I was a big
Beyonce. Like, is my
I
guilty?
was a big fan of Vampire Diaries too, though. So
there
Same.
you go.
Same. There we go. Okay, same. You and me are in the same boat. Okay, yep.
I watch Vampire Diaries too.
Austin, you're quiet.
Guilty pleasure show.
Okay.
It might actually be Big Bang Theory.
You should be ashamed.
My guilty pleasure.
Golden Girls is solid. Hell
That's
yeah.
Yes,
classic,
again,
man.
that one's good.
Nothing wrong
I
with
was
that.
saying, yeah, that's nothing to be ashamed of, Zach. That's
No.
be proud, loud and proud about the Golden Girls love. I say.
But about that bazinga business, no, you keep
Yeah,
you slide that
listen,
right back under the rug.
No Big Bang.
Don't worry. Don't worry, we wrapped up young Sheldon. Dead Sheldon's coming next. It's a 30-minute laugh track over his tombstone. And from under the ground, you just hear, he's not dead. We just buried him. We just put him there.
Oh, guilty. Oh, what about Jerry Springer? That was
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Maury, oh, yeah.
Watching
Awesome.
TV.
Yes.
That was standard
I will
smut
go
TV.
on YouTube to this day and like
Same.
look up full-length episodes of like Maury and Jerry Springer.
Same.
Yeah.
No, that's
Maury
That's,
was just the You're the Father episodes.
Yep.
And Jerry Springer was all of it.
All of
there
it.
was nothing wrong with Jerry Springer's shows.
Every
Yeah.
episode
yeah.
was chaos.
Yes.
And it always ended on a positive message. So,
He always brought it back, you know.
Right.
Brought it back.
Have y'all watched that Jerry Springer documentary on Netflix?
Mm-mm.
No.
It like
Is it good?
dives into his background and stuff and everything.
I've seen a Jerry Springer documentary. I'm not sure if it was that one though.
This goes into a lot. It's more of like a mini series.
Oh,
Oh.
No, I feel like what I saw was maybe something brief on YouTube, but it was kind of talking, I think, more about the show. It gave a little bit about his background, but it dove deep into kind of the development of the show and how it kind of was getting more and more intense and kind of more and more wild.
Well, then all the speculation and I guess proving that some of those episodes were staged and them getting caught with that stuff and yeah. But I mean, that was cheesy, cheap, fun entertainment for
it's a stage anyway.
Yeah.
And that was like could we say that was maybe beginnings of reality TV?
Oh
right?
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I would say that, yeah.
Because
it was definitely the first step into it.
Yeah.
The first step into trash TV, where it's this
Because
courtroom things. Yeah.
Let's see. I thought it was cool. Jerry left all of his money to his illegitimate kids since his wife wouldn't allow him to be in their life.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Damn, that's deep. Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know, Jerry.
Jerry rolling.
Jerry
So,
got the ladies.
another show that I watched. It was kind of like a horror soap opera.
Dark Shadows.
No, not Dark Shadows. It was
Vampire
I watched
Diaries.
No. This was a legitimate, like, General Hospital.
Oh gosh.
Like,
I mean, I watched soaps back in the day, so
it was like, oh man, I can't remember, like Pleasures or something like that. It was
Pleasures of the
smut TV.
Flesh.
No, it was like really smut TV. But
did it come on like
I
regular
watched
TV?
a few episodes of that, and they had like a kind of like a mannequin.
Mhm.
Not a mannequin. Like the dummy from Goosebumps.
Yeah.
A ventriloquist doll.
Ventriloquist, yeah.
A marionette.
Marionette. There we go. And he was always the one causing trouble.
You need to find this so I can watch it because this sounds great.
I'm looking it up right now. Let's see.
That's another genre that's dead to the soap opera.
Oh, because
Yeah.
you don't have soapboxes anymore.
Let's see. All right, so there's Dark Shadows.
Proud of that show.
Yeah, it was.
I remember being on.
It was. I don't even think it lasted that long,
Hmm.
but it was just another.
Is it like a 90s? 90s?
Yeah, 90s.
Was it black and white?
No, it wasn't black and white. That was Dark Shadows.
Yeah, the Dark Shadows. Yeah, that's old. That ran a long time. God,
I can't find it, but I'll do some research and I'll send it to you guys. But yeah,
I'd be interested in seeing that.
I watch that every once in a while, just because that creepy marionette doll, like, causing trouble and havoc, and yeah, it wasn't good. It was not good at all. but I enjoyed watching it occasionally. So
yeah.
Tales from the Crypt, anyone?
Oh,
yeah.
I love that.
Yes. That's like
Twilight
standard.
Zone, Night Gallery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what
And
did you
Tales from
think
the
about
Dark Side.
Yep.
Tales from the
So
Dark
good
Side? Yeah. What did you think about them trying to bring back Tales from the Crypt?
I haven't seen anything new, so I will not be able to compare.
Okay.
Wait, when did it come out? I don't know if I was
That was recent. That was really recent.
I'm gonna look this up.
Let's see. They
Was it
tried
called
to
The
do-
Gates?
What? The soap
The
opera
soap
one?
opera.
No.
Oh,
Tales
okay.
from the Crypt. A Tales from the Crypt reboot initially planned with M. Night. Really? M. Night Shyamalan? Okay. It was canceled.
Yeah. So was it Tales from the Crypt, or was it they attempted to do, I think it was
I know they did Twilight Zone with Jordan Peele.
there you go. That's the one I was thinking. I'm sorry,
okay.
Twilight Zone. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
What year was
tried
that?
to redo Tales of the Crypt.
What's that?
They tried to redo Tales of the Crypt. No, there was like it might have been a cartoon or something on HBO Max, but they did try to bring it back.
Okay.
Tales from the Crypt would be one that I would like to see them actually attempt to do. But I mean, it's like going back to the whole Jason and Chucky thing. Do you think that American Horror Story was the driver for them to attempt to do that as well as it did?
I mean, why not? I mean, I feel like it's a safe assumption if you see a horror series picking up steam like that.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't that give you incentive, I guess, to try to develop one? What did you think? What have you thought about the latest seasons of American Horror Story?
I was following it well.
I haven't
Like,
seen them.
American Horror Story Hotel
Mm.
kind of had me, like, I was on the fence about that one, and then it got really good towards the end.
Yeah, same.
But Roanoke was weird.
Oh,
Roanoke was way weird.
did not like Roanoke. I don't. That's weird structure. That weird approach they kind of took to it.
Yeah. And then the one after that, the more politically based one.
Oh yeah, that was It was the one that came out in 2016. I forget what it was called. It was season 6. Or season 7? No, it was season 7. Roanoke was season 6.
Yeah.
Season 7, Cult. That's what it was called. Cult.
That one was. I was like, come on. It
certainly got preachy. I will say that.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
I liked it better when it had that supernatural air to it.
Sure.
You know?
No, after Hotel, and I'm with you where Hotel, I was kind of like on the fence about it. But I feel like after that, there were some kind of, it dropped off quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
And the new one, what's the new one? That's the one with Kim Kardashian is like the Spider Queen or something like that.
Her and Emma Roberts is in it, and I forget what the name is of the season, but it's not good. I did not like it at all.
I tell you, I don't want to see it when you said Kim Kardashian's in it. Right there, killed it for me.
I don't know why they made that choice. That there's so many other people that you could have used, but here we are. It's fine. I mean, you go from like bringing Lady Gaga on to Kim Kardashian, but it's okay.
Yeah. Sorry. But I didn't think Lady Gaga did that bad of a job.
No, that's what I mean.
No, I like her. I like her. Yeah.
She was a great invite versus Kim K, not a great invite.
No.
Yeah. I mean, she knows. I know people say like, oh, it's pop or whatever, but I mean, she does know about stuff because she was inspired by like Marilyn Manson and stuff back in the day. Those costumes and all the wild shock art and stuff. I mean, that stuff, you know, yes, she leaked it over into pop, but still, it was still, you know, she knew how to do like a creepy thing, creepy look and all that.
Yeah, no, Lady Gaga is super creepy. She's awesome. She's so creepy. And I loved her in that role, that episode that they have that song, Tear You Apart.
Yeah.
Is it the, I think it's the one by who originally sang that song?
I'm going to look it up.
Hold on, I'm looking it up. Because I have every one of their albums. She Wants Revenge. I don't even have to look it up. She Wants Revenge is the name. Yes, I had all their albums on my old phone back in the day. Loved their albums.
They have this whole scene where Lady Gaga and her like vampire lover are like going out on the town and going to find their prey, and it's like the creepiest, most like sensual, fantastic scene. It's magic.
Because She Wants Revenge is like a gothy dance pop band. Like all the music's creepy, but it's got that pop. Like Stay the Night was a good one. Angel, I think they had one called Angel. That was a good one. But they had some really great songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Freak Show is probably one of my favorites.
So that was definitely my favorite. Yeah. I love Freak Show. I felt like it had the best writing. It was very emotionally intense. Yeah. A lot of humanity in that one. You know, it wasn't like the horror was obviously there and it was great, but the humanity was.
Yeah, seeing how, you know, how I'm sure, you know, members of a Freak Show was, you know, actually treated. You know, let's see. KJ says, "Thanks for joining us, man. American Horror Story with the apocalypse, the witches, and devil was cool."
Oh, okay. Apocalypse.
Yeah, Apocalypse was good. See, and that was one of the later seasons. I thought, okay, now they're back on track. And then Delicate comes out.
Oh, that's what that one was called, Delicate. No, and then that Apocalypse season had like one of the best first episodes, one of the best openings because it's they start with some characters' everyday life, and apocalypse happens, right? So it was a very just action.
Very abrupt.
Yes,
very abrupt.
Oh my gosh, it goes from 0 to 100 so fast. I really dug that. It was an adrenaline ride. That episode. It was fun. It was really fun.
I mean, that's what makes those kind of apocalyptic ones more fun, because it's like you're going about your normal day. It's really going to be 0 for 100, whether it's a zombie or anything. It's really just, there it is, run.
Absolutely.
Because that was one of the strong points I thought Walking Dead had when it first started, was, we all know there's zombies, and then Rick's wandering out, and you're like, oh no, he's going to run into it, and then it's just from there on.
Let's see. Triple Toy says he liked American Horror Story 1984. That one was all right. That one wasn't.
I mean, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was definitely a different take on the whole how they'd set up everything.
That was the camp. Oh, that was the very slashery. Okay. Yeah. Where they did the Night Stalker. No, what was his name? That murderer Night.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
I'll find. I know what you're talking about.
Wasn't it the Night Stalker?
It's been a lot. I don't think it was Night Stalker.
Richard Ramirez was his name. Night Stalker, known as.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the actual killer. Yes, Richard Ramirez.
Yeah, that it was cool that he was in the storyline there. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, he's one of the creepiest criminals, killers in history. Yeah.
The vengeful, undying spirit of Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. Okay, became the focal point of the season. It was time to send the kids home and call the season a wash. Yeah, so that was season 9.
Yeah.
So you got American Horror Story, and then Netflix started doing its own. They had their own kind of American Horror Story thing, but it was all slasher based. Let's see.
Oh,
I graduated that year from high school, so I can relate to it.
Oh, that's so funny.
Let's see. What is the Netflix one? It has different years.
Series of films, the series of Fear Street.
Yes. Yeah. The Fear Street ones, yeah.
Those were fun, actually.
Yeah, I like those. I like what they did with those.
There's Fear Street. There was 1994, 1978, and then that 1666.
Yeah. They jumped way back in time.
That's right. Those were fun. I mean, they were enjoyable.
I don't know what happened to that one though. That one kind of fizzled out.
But it was just it was films, right? It wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Film trilogy event. Yep. Fear Street, 94, 78, and 1666.
I wonder if Netflix got what they wanted from that.
Possibly.
I mean, they were certainly capitalizing on Sadie Sink, right, from Stranger Things. Let's throw her in there.
So it looks like Fear Street Prom Queen. They've got another one coming.
Oh.
That was May 23rd, 2025. I don't know if it released or not, or if it's just on the burner. No, yeah. Prom Queen came out May 23rd, it looks like.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh. Another one to add to the list.
Yep. But I like what they did with those. I mean, there seems to always be a good, horror series like Supernatural. Supernatural is definitely one of the ones. 15 years worth of the Winchester brothers chasing everything under the sun, and even that one had a couple seasons that was like, what the hell is this? And then it would get back on track.
Yeah.
But, we were talking at dinner about a couple of shows. Sleepy Hollow. You guys remember that show?
I remember the movie.
I remember the Johnny Depp movie. I remember.
Yeah, the film.
So they had a Sleepy Hollow TV show, and it was Ichabod Crane got sent to the future, and it was interesting.
Huh.
It was interesting the way he pulled it because he thought he was still back in the past, and it was a real cool like spin on things.
Hmm.
And then what was the other one? The other one was about a monster hunter. Oh shoot, Grimm.
Oh, I've heard of Grimm. I've not seen
And
Grimm.
both of those, they were doing really well, and all of a sudden they just stopped.
Oh.
It was very sad, but yeah, I mean, seeing horror on TV and getting it the exposure it does gives me hope, in the future that we'll actually, keep going with people seeing the value of doing that.
Yeah.
Doing horror series.
Yeah, I think so.
You've been quiet, Austin.
No, I'm just listening to y'all. Y'all are going on a roll.
Now it'll be good to see how Welcome to Derry does and what kind of impact that has. But I mean, I feel like in general horror is making a comeback. Nosferatu being nominated for so many things. It was great having a horror movie nominated. That was fantastic. So horror is not dead. Horror is
no.
It is a thriving.
There was a time that everybody was saying that horror is dead, horror movies are dead. All you get is these slasher movies and teeny boppers getting chased by a killer because they screwed up or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a big part of that is the independent filmmakers coming out, like the ones that do Terrifier.
Oh yeah.
And bringing true horror back, I guess you could call it.
Mm-hmm.
Not just slasher horror, but horror that like really messes with you. You watch the movie and you're leaving the theater like, damn, what did I just watch? Like, Austin, what's that one movie you saw?
Bring Her Back. If y'all
I need to
have
see
not
that.
watched Bring Her Back, it is probably the scariest movie I have ever seen in my life.
Oh gosh, really? Bring Her Back? Okay.
Yeah. It's probably better than The Exorcist.
Whoa, okay. Big words.
I know, but it's how
man, you calling it down.
Yeah, big words.
Well, I mean, if it made me feel how I assume people felt when they saw Exorcist for the first time back in the 70s.
Yeah, no, that's a good
like the
comparison.
late 60s.
I had trouble sleeping when I saw The Exorcist as a kid. It was excellent.
No. Bring Her Back is Back. It's made by the people that did Talk to Me.
Okay.
They started out on YouTube, right? They were YouTubers, right?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all watch Late Night with the Devil?
Oh my God. I was just telling them last night, they were like, well, I'm not going to get that movie. I wait for it to come to streaming or until it's free. And I'm like, just go online and find it for free. Just type in Late Night with the Devil free if you have to. It's an incredible film.
It's so good.
And like it's not like overly scary or whatever.
I heard it's real.
It's very psychological.
Okay, I probably like it then. I like psychological horror.
It's so good, but it's the way that they did it was brilliant. And
it's one of those meta films, like meta.
Oh, okay.
Very meta, and I feel like it goes back to like it feels like traditional horror. It feels traditional, and it was so good. The writing was great. I saw it in theaters, and I'm so happy that I did because
I wish I would have saw it in theaters.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was worth it. It was so worth it. It was in like recent history. I'm like, that is the movie that I am the most happy I've been to see in theaters as of late.
Yeah. Well, watch Bring Her Back. I did not know what I was going in for because my wife and I went to see it during one of those AMC screen unseen type of deals where they just
blind bag movie.
Yeah, a blind bag movie. And no information was shared about it, and you were just thrust into it from the word go, and it never really got any happier. for the people in the film. It
Oh,
was
geez. Okay. Just like down the whole way.
yeah, very progressive.
Oh, geez. Okay.
But such a good movie.
Cool. All right. Looking
Please
forward
watch
to
it.
that. Sweet. No, I will.
There you go. Did you know that Black Christmas is the movie that kicked off the slasher
I mean,
genre?
if you want to be technical about it, that was actually Psycho. If you want to be really
Yeah,
technical,
to say Psycho, yeah.
Yep.
like
1960, right? 1960, 61. Hitchcock.
now Black Christmas probably was more like of the modern take,
Yeah, 1960.
but then Halloween refined that, and then Friday the 13th kind of ruined it in a sense, made it really schlocky.
What?
I said what I said.
What?
That's fired.
I said what I said.
Excuse me.
I love the movies. I love them. I've been watching them since I was 4. But
Yeah.
they
No,
definitely
I
made
get
them
what you're saying.
schlockier.
It gave the slasher genre
A bad name.
not a bad name, but a specific. You know what you're getting into when you watch those movies.
Yeah.
Teenagers doing bad stuff, getting chased by a killer, and getting killed off.
Yeah.
Going to space. Oh wait, that's
It started
because they did that.
slasher movies. So.
They didn't jump the shark or anything.
I guess that's a way to say that, but no, still Psycho started the slasher films.
Yeah.
Another classic I was thinking about the other day was the original Night of the Living Dead.
It was literally a murderer that was killing people.
No, I feel there's an older one.
There might be an older one,
Older
but
than Psycho for like slasher.
Yeah. I can't. It was kind of pushed out there as a
Peeping Tom, maybe.
That
I mean, didn't technically the Wolfman kill people?
I believe
in the old movie.
It had like Vincent Price in
it. Well, Peeping Tom came out in 1960, right before Psycho.
Right.
Focused on killers' perspectives.
Oh, that's fair. That is very slasher.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other stuff, but I wasn't going to go into it. That is it.
No, Psycho is definitely the definitive movie, probably, that comes to mind
that's
for
Halloween.
everybody. Halloween's okay.
John Carpenter. I still will say, I would die on the hill. The Thing is the best movie he ever made.
Oh, The Thing.
The Thing is perfect.
It's a great movie.
And that's probably an overrated comment, but whatever.
I'm just saying the practical effects, the suspense. We knew what was going to happen in a slasher film. We don't even know at the end which one of them was the Thing.
Back up, you did not. If you were alive in 1970 watching Halloween, you did not necessarily know what you were in for watching Halloween.
We knew he was a killer, though. I mean, we knew what he was. An alien horror.
Oh, I guess, but by that logic, watching The Thing, you're like, wow, there's an alien on the loose and it could be anybody. You know what you're going to get, which is a whole lot of...
But you don't know who it is. You know at the end if they're both the Thing.
But you don't know who Michael Myers is under the mask, necessarily.
Well, they tell him it's her brother at the beginning.
No, they do not. Not in the first movie.
Do they not?
No, that's a sequel thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't play me, boy.
You've seen it more than me. I watch it one time a year. That's it.
But going into the whole, the seeing as the independent filmmakers and the ones that are doing it on shoestring budgets, they've come up with some great stuff. I mean, as far as getting it out there, and Terrifier is probably one of the ones up there that shoestring budget. Here you go, and it blew up huge.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm kind of excited about taking a look at the LA Nights, Night Frights in LA. Hold on, let me bring this up real quick, because that focuses on new and upcoming directors.
Nice.
Which is something I'm most excited to see while we're at the con.
Started off, the Q&A from
my movie,
John Massari, Killer Clowns of Outer Space.
Is this about the remake, or is that about the...
No, this is from the original.
Okay.
Right.
He was with the original. I'm sure
Yeah.
there's going to be information about the remake in it. So
Okay.
we'll see. We'll see.
It'd
But
be a great place to drop an announcement if they had one.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you got these. Catch a Killer looks really good.
VV.
Vivar
Yeah.
or
TV. Yeah.
VV. Okay. The Spectre of Christmas. That looks cheesy as hell, but I love it. that one's going to be interesting. Devil's Prism.
Looks interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh, psychological horror, The Vanity.
Vanity.
Mm.
Contraction.
Ooh.
I wonder if Contractions like a body horror type thing.
Yeah. Body
Most
horror.
definitely.
Love body
Yeah.
horror.
Yeah.
It's probably about like a demonic pregnancy, if I had to take a guess.
Ooh, that would be cool. It's like the Jersey Devil almost.
Rosemary's Baby type
Mm.
stitch.
Yeah.
Or Contraction could be about a scientifically altered child.
Yeah. Could lean into
Could be.
sci-fi.
Or it could go into like the sexual abuse stuff. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
LaCroix,
There's a lot of alleys that can take.
Umbra
Umbra.
looks very classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last thing she saw,
Neat.
Keep Coming Back. No slasher here. Knife. So I mean, all these shorts. We've seen a lot of shorts on YouTube quickly become full blown out movies.
You got found footage there?
Yep.
Oh.
Ghosted and Playback?
Ghosted.
Banjo.
Banjo.
You know that is.
Where the
Better paddle
Shadows
faster.
Feast.
Yep.
That looks interesting. Where the Shadows Feast.
Mm-hmm.
Cartoon. Love Forevermore. The Carvening. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, so many. What is this? The Smell of Sin.
Oh my.
Nature of Death. Yeah. So I'm very excited about seeing these and seeing what
That'll
is
be
brought. Fun. And seeing who could possibly be the next big thing for horror, and bringing that to life. And then of course, same weekend, same event, HorrorCon Los Angeles, where we will be there representing Signal Magazine. Looking forward. They have not released any of the guests that are going to be there yet, or any of the panels, but I believe August, September timeframe, they're going to start dropping everything for that. So stick with us, and we will let you know.
Yeah.
But while we're here, why not we take a look at your page?
Oh yeah, there it is.
I love the colors.
Thank you.
And I love the animated background. I'm a sucker for some bokeh.
Yeah, I mean, right? I'm glad it's working out well. Hell yeah, it looks nice. Sweet.
So tell us about your page. What is it all about?
So Pussy Pop Culture it's kind of like a pop culture entertainment site, and if you right where you're at right now is my author page. So there you'll see like my bio, and you'll have like a ton of my publications. A few of my latest ones are there. There should be like a link to the comic, so that like the first 3 of chapters of the comic are out on Webtoon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so and those we intend to leave those there. So yeah, there's a link to that there. But if you go to the homepage, you'll see there's like reviews and articles that do like movie analysis, or there's some gaming reviews, and it's not just me that writes these. I have a buddy and like co-writer that lives in DC, and he writes a couple of them. And my partner, my husband, he writes a couple of
better love story than Twilight.
Yeah. So good. So there's a lot of stuff there, and there's some that are more like fun and ranty, and some have like sources and researched arguments. So there's a little bit of everything. There's also some fan art. So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff,
I
but
believe there was a page for it. Yeah, here we go.
yeah, there's some fan art by Alex, who's my partner, my husband.
Very
Oh, that's
interesting.
awesome.
I love
Is that
that
link
Goku
as
Ernie.
Jason? That is link as Jason.
Do what?
These are
Link
great.
Yeah, this one.
Oh yeah,
as Jason. That's incredible.
yes, yeah. Oh, his Sesame Street Street
Yeah, I
Fighter
love it.
is so
Yes.
yeah. Those are so
Oh,
fun.
it's Ken. For a minute, I thought it was Goku. Yeah, Ken and then Big Bird Sagat.
So fun.
These are great.
Yeah, these are awesome.
Oh, Mandalorian. Hell yes.
Oh yeah, a lot of Star Wars love in this household.
Oh, the SpongeBob.
This is amazing.
Yeah, I have that one in my office at the university. The SpongeBob.
Oh, he took off Squidward's
Squidward.
face with the spatula. Yes.
I guess he's the hash slinging slasher.
The hash slinging
The
slasher.
sash swinging. The crash
Yes,
ringing.
the hash slinging slasher.
This one's crazy.
My favorite part of that episode is, and then he crossed the street, got hit by a bus, and at his funeral they fired him. Just the way he wraps it up so quick.
Oh, SpongeBob.
That's incredible.
This one's interesting. I like that one.
Yeah. Ooh, that one there, is that a Wendigo or what? I can't tell because my screen is small.
Looks kind of like a Wendigo.
I like this.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very
Maybe like a
talented.
skinwalker.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here you go. Gold member. I like this one.
There we go.
Yes.
The
There it
Predator.
is.
Yes.
That one has
It's
such
very
great
nice.
detail.
Mm.
Great detail.
Wow.
Oh, Tokyo Ghoul. Cool.
Yeah, and that's Mexican Bob Ross. You can find him. Yeah, it's his artist name, Mexican Bob Ross.
Is he on IG?
Yeah, you can find him on IG.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
his Pan's Labyrinth. I forgot about that one.
That's excellent. Oh, this one. Love this one.
That's
Mm-hmm.
great.
Iron Giant. Yeah.
Another Gizmo's cute.
He has some really good pieces like this.
Yeah.
Like
That one-
the
I love
super. Yeah.
Oh, Jinx. Love the colors for the Jinx one.
Mm.
Attack on Titan. Yes. Hell yes. Godzilla. Let's go.
Oh yeah, that's Ramen Godzilla. Love. So good.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's all sorts of fun.
And then this is how they find those first 3 pages of your webcomic.
Yeah, you should be able to click on Excomunicada webtoon down there. It should take you.
Let's take a
I
look
love
at
that
it.
cover art.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Yay, it worked. Woo!
That's the 3rd issue. You gotta click on the first one.
Oh,
Or the
whoops.
3rd
Sorry,
chapter, I mean.
Sorry. Yeah, I gotcha. What?
What did you do? You broke it, didn't
It's
you?
got me log in now, enjoy free comics. No.
No,
That was your free,
just
that was your free
reload
trial.
it.
You used it.
I'm like, why wouldn't it let you just? I thought Webtoon was free.
I think you still have to have an account.
You still need to log. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Note to self, I got to get that updated so I can come check these out.
Yes, please do. Please do. And soon it'll be out in print, so that's cool.
And you said that's with
Back to the
Gordon
page.
Publishing.
Yeah, Gordon Publishing, but Gordon Publishing has 2 different publishing houses. There's Beach Bum Books, and then there's Spilt Ink, and so I'm under the Spilt Ink umbrella.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. So here's my next question. Have you done any screenwriting?
I mean, I have not anything that has been like used or published, but I took screenwriting, I think, when I was getting my PhD, like I took a screenwriting class, Corpse Bride Willy Wonka. Yeah, let's go. And I wrote like a short. I have like a short little horror film that you can find on the website, actually, on Pussy Pop Culture, called like Nevermore. So I have written some, but nothing that I haven't published anything or sold anything, I guess.
So, my audio. Sorry.
There we go. There we go.
But would you ever, if somebody approached you, would you ever consider like writing a screenplay for something to be produced?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
I would love to. Yeah. Are you kidding me? No. I feel like that's my ultimate goal is to transfer into screenwriting. I love film and I love TV, and I've been studying it for a long time. So absolutely, yes. Awesome. I would dive into it so fast. It's not even funny.
So we got to see once your comic drops, how long it takes before somebody wants to put that in film.
That's what I'm hoping, that because it's the way I'm kind of conceptualizing it. It's could be like a series, you know. It could very easily be turned into something. So I hope it does. I'm hoping it resonates with people.
That would be awesome. That would be definitely awesome to see.
And when did you say that you're looking for it to kind of be wrapped up, at least for that first issue?
To see it in print, I think our publisher was saying end of 2026. Okay. I think, end of 2026-ish. My artist is working on, because the first 3 chapters are obviously done, and the book is written, so now it's just a matter of the artist getting the layouts and the illustration and like the lettering. Right. So if we're able to have that done kind of by the end of the year, then we should be able to get it in print toward the end of next year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, is it going to go widespread, or is it going to be independently just off your website, or it can be found on Amazon?
Yeah, you should be able to find it on Amazon and a bunch of other platforms, not just through Gordon Publishing.
Okay, very cool. That's awesome. All right, well, we are definitely going to be looking forward to that, and as soon as you get word of when it's dropping, let us know, and we will promote it all over the place.
Yay, thank you so much.
So another little thing we do is we go through Instagram and we take a look at our guest pages. So we are going to just jump right over here and take a look at yours. And right away, the kitty.
That is papita, which means little potato in Spanish. She is my little soul sister. Yep.
That's awesome. And
that's the artist, actually. All the art that you were seeing on the website, that's the artist right there.
Oh,
yeah.
Awesome. Let's see.
Oh, and that's Diego. He is 14 years old.
Wow.
Yes. He's got a huge underbite and an even bigger attitude. But he's my little buddy. I call him my little Cubone. It's like my little Pokebone.
That's awesome. Now, have you ever dressed him up for Halloween?
He has a little dragon costume.
Yes.
He used to have a pirate costume. I'm not sure what happened to his pirate costume, but the dragon has been the go-to for Diego. Oh yeah, that's a little promo for X. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
What am I doing? I'm slacking here. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you gotta give a few likes.
I'm really bad about this sometimes. I get so wrapped up in taking a look at everything, I just forget to hit the like button. So, you have this animation. Are you working on kind of doing those motion comics, or would that be an option down the line?
Yeah, down the line, yeah, that would certainly be an art. And this was the artist, David. He's the one that made that super dope little promotion. Oh, and there's the third baby. That is Squirtle.
Squirtle, yes.
Yeah. She is the baby of the family. Yep, there she is, giving some lip.
So I'm guessing you like Pokemon.
Oh yeah, is it obvious? Could you tell?
No, I couldn't. I was Magic the Gathering references, and this is absolutely beautiful.
Oh yeah, that was back home. I was in Puerto Rico in May. I was visiting my family and friends and doing some research too for another book that I'm working on. Mm-hmm. And this is like one of my favorite beaches in San Juan. Oh God, it was so nice. Oh my gosh, look at that.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
I've been to Puerto Rico a few times, and that is definitely one of the best places I've visited.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best. Yeah.
Because you get scenery like this.
Oh, this is in New Hampshire. This is up in.
This is New Hampshire. Wait a minute. Where?
This is up
waterfalls?
This is up in the White Mountains. Yeah.
Okay.
It's gorgeous. It is nice up there.
I still prefer the beaches. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm a mountain guy.
Yeah, I think the cold of the mountains more than the heat of the beach.
There's just something about a good beach that you can just, hang out on and,
oh yeah, wedding reel.
They just recently had an anniversary, right?
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah,
we did. Yeah.
I noticed the date on the picture. So
yeah, June 4th.
Oh, congratulations!
Congratulations!
Thank you. Yeah.
So very cool stuff. This is your first.
Yeah,
book?
that's the first book, but now it's gonna be re-released in a bit. So I'm gonna revise it, so it's gonna be quite different. Actually, I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be, because looking back now at the book, I'm like, oh, I could have done so much better. So I'm happy that I get a chance to actually make it better. Yeah, to re-release it. Mm-hmm.
Very cool. All right, and let's see some other pages that we have found. Autumn of the Soul.
Fire Battle.
We feature people from the horror community.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I love this one. Fire Bad with Reiki.
Yeah.
There it is. You got this, big guy.
Yeah, I didn't even know these were on here.
I love the classic horror guys helping out the new ones.
I would put that on my wall. I love this. That's fantastic.
Yes, Hannibal Lecter. Yeah.
This is stupidly great.
These are wonderful.
The hall tonight.
Oh, Sam. I love Sam.
That's adorbs.
That one's very cool. Next up is the Shape _ North Carolina. Now, Austin, go ahead and tell us about this one.
So this guy is because I live in North Carolina. For one of my click on his 4th of July post. No, get off that.
Okay.
Click on down.
Oh, there you go.
Just leave that up. So, my wife and I in North Carolina, they have a 1-to-1 recreation of the original Myers house from '78. Where they hold events like screenings of the films and meet and greets and all sorts of things. So for one of our anniversaries, because we got married on Halloween, we went there and I got to meet the guy that was the face of Michael Myers in the first film. And this guy was there doing photos as well. He's just a cosplayer that sticks to the role really good. He doesn't really talk to you. Um, Holds character
That would
pretty
kind
nicely.
that would kind of ruin the mystique.
It would, but
Yeah.
he goes to a bunch of local conventions, and this is actually shot. This photo is on the the Myers house, North Carolina.
Strode
Um,
Realty, there it
That's
is.
great.
um, yeah, it's a really cool venue,
Mm.
and this guy seems pretty fun. We'll have to get him on the show sometime.
Yeah,
That is
definitely. I'd love
something
to
I
talk to
never
him.
thought I'd see Michael Myers doing. I mean,
Gotta
and
love
I
the
knew,
banana trunks.
yeah, I knew he had like a good sense of humor. Wow, he does Jason Voorhees too. I see.
Mm.
I see. Jason Voorhees. It's not just stuck to Michael Myers, sir.
Mm.
Yeah, but
So do they do like during Halloween? Do they do like haunted hay rides where he pops out as one of these characters or whatnot?
so I don't know about that, but like I said, I do know that they do like the week of Halloween is pretty much a full fan fest at the property. And see, that's actually it right there, I believe. The one with the car in it. I
Yep.
think that's the house, if I
Mm.
remember correctly.
It's spooky season.
Yeah. So
Yep.
1-to-1 recreation, and inside it's like a museum, and I think that people might live there. Anyway, it's really awesome. Everyone should
Yeah.
go check it out if you're local to it or if you plan on coming to North Carolina for whatever
Yeah.
reason. There's not much here,
Yeah, I definitely love to
but
see this. What
um,
part of you said was in?
oh hell, I don't know. Damn,
Oh, it's very cool though.
it's not
I
far.
mean,
It's like an hour and a half from me. Two
I
hours.
Okay,
mean,
so it's probably like that for me too.
seeing people like dive into horror that deep and
Yeah.
share their passion with everybody else in a fun way.
Yeah.
That only really helps the community. All right, next up we have _
Gordiart.
Gordiart.
Oh, is this
This is
like a horror take on Saturn devouring his son?
It
Mm.
could be. That's
Because I
what
get
I
by.
took
See,
it
that's my
as.
favorite painting. Is
That's
I
see,
get
the
by.
Sun Eats First limited edition frame print available in my Etsy shop.
I
But
like this.
this artwork was incredible. Like if you look
Yeah.
at the background, you can see like a bunch of demons or whatever kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah, all lined up.
chilling.
Oh, I like this a lot.
It's just it was very
Yeah.
visceral.
Yeah. I love this kind
Let's
of art.
see.
so dark. I love it.
And next is Nero _art_Inc. Ooh.
Good.
And that, it's clearly
Yeah.
like dealing with mental trauma and stuff
Yeah.
there.
I love
Oh,
like I said, I
he's
love
got a
stuff like this.
slideshow.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is fantastic work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a crazy one. That was awesome. All the different phases that people go through.
That would
Yeah.
make great cover art for a book or a movie or something. That other one.
Yeah. Ooh, that one's interesting. I like that one.
These are cool.
Yeah. Ooh, love
yeah,
that
the
one.
classic. Yep. Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, I like the meltiness
Yeah,
too of the like
melting,
flesh
yeah.
dripping off.
Mm.
These are like demented self-portraits.
Mm.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Telling you what the artist is going through at the time.
Yep.
Oh, neat.
That's awesome. All right, and last up, this is probably one of my favorites. Club Haunt.
Oh,
Classic art.
good.
I love the colors in this.
Oh, that's so good.
Her expression, that's great. All this is great.
These are just tattoos I want now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow. That would be an incredible tattoo. Oh, it's even
no,
better when you
Yep.
zoom it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's really fun. Very cool. Very cool.
Oh, that's dope.
All right. So those are the features we have for tonight. We're getting close to our time to wrap it up. So, final question. What is the horror movie coming out that you're most excited to see?
The Frankenstein Guillermo del Toro, I would say, hands down. Let me look up real quick what else is coming.
Let's see.
Soon, horror.
Blood and
Might
Honey
have
3.
that already up. Blood and Honey 3.
Weapons for
Hey,
me.
I love the first
Weapons.
one.
Yep.
Yeah, weapons for me.
Oh, I know what you did last summer. I'm curious.
Oh, I forgot about that
To
one.
see what they're doing. Yeah.
I'm
Definitely.
curious. I'm curious to see what that will be.
Let's see. They've got the Toxic Avenger coming out.
I don't know. I mean, do we consider that horror? If we can consider it horror, then hell yeah.
I'm hoping it'll be all right, but I don't have high hopes for that one.
I don't know. I saw the trailer and it looks dope.
Yeah. It just to me it feels like they're going a little too Deadpool with it.
I think it's definitely Tromaville all the way.
But wasn't he?
Yeah,
I mean, he was always kind of Deadpool-y in a way, like, and
Yeah.
it's a non-rated movie, so
Yeah, that's
like
the
they're
one thing I'm glad they
PG-13.
kept that. Yeah, I'm glad they kept that. That was my biggest fear for it.
Let's see. They have The Conjuring.
Like, I'm gonna give it a chance. I don't think I'm gonna hate it. Again, it's like I told you about Killer Clowns. Cautiously optimistic, but I'm not gonna go in thinking I'm gonna love it more than anything.
There's another Exorcist coming out in 2026. The Exorcist Deceiver.
Interesting. Does that follow the Believer movie, or is it like a completely separate thing?
That'd be interesting.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a description yet.
Gotcha.
Oh, is Linda Blair coming back?
Oh.
If they brought Linda Blair back, that would.
Yeah,
be
I'm going to see it, no matter what. I'm definitely in the theater for it.
Yeah, no, if she's in it, hands down. I mean, I'll probably watch it regardless, just to. Ooh, how did we feel about Megan?
I love it.
Austin, go ahead.
I'm the only one here that absolutely adores this movie.
It, to me, is trying to be a Chucky for the TikTok generation, but failing at almost every conceivable point.
Yeah.
And again, since you're a new guest, I will just repeat what my thoughts are. I think the first Megan was because they did that Child's Play remake where Chucky was like an AI doll and whatever.
We don't speak of such things.
So I think the Megan films were like trying to pivot because the Child's Play remake did so terribly. So maybe I think Megan was intended to be a sequel to those movies, but they pivoted to
Yeah.
I could buy into that. For me, I just see it like kind of like I did with Killer Clowns. It's not something that scares me. It's just schlocky, stupid horror. I can turn my brain off.
To me, it doesn't even do like horror stuff or anything. Like that's my problem.
Yeah,
I don't mind stupid schlocky horror. But it's not even like it's just like let's just do stupid dance trends to get a TikTok dance going.
That was a little.
That part was No, I get it. I 100% get the complaints on it, and I don't even think the new one, if they're going like her being a hero route and like helping them, to me, then you're fully getting away from it. Like that, like I said, again, I want to call it the new one. I want to see it, but it does look a little Deadpool with her quipping and doing silly things.
It's just
that's my biggest gripe with it.
Oh, it's a fan film for Leprechaun. Okay.
Ooh, yes. I was about to get really excited now. Yeah.
Return to Silent Hill in 2026.
Yes.
So I don't know. I'm a huge Silent Hill fan. I love the games, but the movies have always been like a severe letdown. Just like the Resident Evil films have always been like a letdown.
But we are in the era where
No, go ahead.
I was we're in the era where the video games, not even just horror ones, are being adapted pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe
it's still made by the guy that directed the first Silent Hill.
Okay, then never mind. Just grant what I said.
Yeah, like it'd be different if it was like a different team, but they
Yeah,
wouldn't
see, I thought it was a
really.
new team.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a
No.
new team, and they go like what Sega did with Sonic and what Nintendo's done kind of with the live action Pokemon they did, Mario. If they listen to what the fans want, I think it'll be fine. But yeah, if it's the same team and they're not listening, no.
Can we watch the trailer for Bring Her Back? It's up just a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay. Oh, there it is.
Here we go.
We're going to put you with a foster mum called Laura. You're going to love
You may
her.
have to pause it every so often, though.
Yeah, cough a little bit or
Welcome
something.
to your new home. This is my daughter's room. I want to show you something else.
Yeah. So the main premise is a group of foster kids, not even a group, like a brother, like a stepbrother, stepsister duo get put into the foster system, and they wind up being like adopted or in the care of a Satanist.
Oh.
This way.
He's stuffed.
I'm a
she's
weirdo.
blind. The girl is.
How did you cope with Kathy being gone?
I didn't.
Yeah. So this does look terrifying just from this
Yeah.
preview.
That looks great.
Especially if it leans into that like a full horror.
There's something
It
wrong
does.
with Laura.
See, that's the thing, yeah.
Oh my God, what is it? We can bring it back.
What are you doing?
I'm supposed to report how safe and reliable you are. So stay safe. Stay reliable, yeah?
So I can say 139.5% with accuracy that the little quips or blurbs that they throw up for that movie about, ratchets it up to 11, genuinely terrifying, like all those little like critic blurbs, 100% at plus 39.5 are accurate, like fully. It's should be on your watch list like tonight.
No, that it definitely got bumped up and
Yeah.
like to number one in terms of what I want to watch like next. That looks excellent.
It really is. And then please like pop in or shoot a message to me and let me know what you thought about it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. We'll do. Hell yeah. Bring her
So
back.
here's another one. The Bride.
Okay, isn't that like?
The Bride.
Oh, that's Frankenstein adjacent.
Yes.
Oh.
So, The Bride of Frankenstein inspired movie written, directed by his wife, Maggie Gyllenhaal. It sparked controversy. I mean, it's very punk. It's very radical in some ways. The main characters in it are very imperfect. It's also a love story, basically. It's about the monster in all of us.
Okay.
So I'm liking that take on it.
Yeah.
Is Christian Bale the monster? Scroll down a little bit.
Oh,
Oh, he is.
Yep.
oh, neat.
Well, hello.
All tattooed up and everything. Look at that. Hell yeah.
No, I don't mind that.
Frankenstein goes punk.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No,
It's like that tattoo.
Sounds cool.
I don't mind that look for Frankenstein though.
No, it's fine
Like
to have a
setting the-
reinvention of it.
Set in the 30s, but it's not like I Frankenstein or anything stupid like that. It's,
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
it still
the
kind of
gargoyles in
has.
that were really cool. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it still kind of has that universal feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is March 6th, 2026.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
All right. So I'm wondering how close to Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein that's coming out, because that one's supposed to be May of next year, right?
I thought it was supposed to be this year.
Is it this year?
I was hoping for it. That movie's been in development for like 6 years.
It's been a
5
while. Yeah, I
years.
was gonna say it's been development hell for a long time.
But he's a perfectionist when it comes to
2025?
this movie.
November.
Okay.
Cool.
Good. That's only a couple months away. Watch
Yeah.
party.
Oh, hell yeah. So it's coming for Halloween.
Pirate Slasher Seeks Vengeance and Blood Red Beach trailer. Ooh. But Conjuring, the next Conjuring movie comes out in
Curious about that.
September, October.
It's
Timeframe.
supposed to be the last one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
with any hope.
It's
Right.
it's the culmination of everything they've put out in The Conjuring,
Mhm.
which I'm wondering if they're going to put La Llorona in it
Oh.
because she was supposedly it was in the universe,
Oh.
but she wasn't like directly in with the Conjuring universe. It was really weird, you know. Let's see. That's about it on this one. Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff coming out. You know, a lot of good stuff coming out. I think the last Terrifier or is it just the next one?
It's the last one.
Yeah, the last they're doing.
one?
This
Okay.
is the fourth one, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
the one where they dive into Art the Clown's like deep dive into his history and how he became. That one should be coming out soon too.
Origin story.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty much.
Kind of. I mean, just origin story and ending the series because
I guess
that
like the
kid went
origin
into
where he
hell.
got the immortality.
Well, we know how he did that. He climbed through a VHS tape.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, he did in All Hallows Eve. He was like a serial killer in
Right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that
is
was
right.
his very first appearance.
Yeah. I know at one point they said in the first movie at the end when he's in the body bag, they're like, no, he died, and then the little girl thing brings him back, and like she was a victim of his. One of the directors had said at one point. Don't know how true that is.
I don't know, but
Well,
yeah, I remember what you're talking about. I didn't know if that was like a canon explanation or what they were going to do.
I don't know if it is, but that's just his first appearance, and he literally climbed out of a VHS tape of a movie a girl was watching. So
if they're good with that, I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. So lots of good stuff coming up. Lots of good horror flicks coming out. Remakes of some classics I think are become classics in their own right.
Yeah.
But lots of good things to look forward to. Lots of creepy, scary stuff.
Oh,
and when we go to Night Frights, we'll bring all the news of the new creepy stuff that could be coming out.
Oh, yes, you have to let us know how those short films are.
Oh, definitely. There's going to be lots of coverage for that. But we are definitely towards the end of the show. So right now, if you've got anything to promote, let everybody know where they can find you, what you're putting out there, anything about your comic, your books, or any projects that you have coming up. Just go ahead, shout it out.
Cool. Yeah, no, I mean, we mentioned Excomunicada, so you can look out for that. You can follow me on Instagram, which is just my name, Lizbette Ocasio-Russe. You can follow Gordon Publishing on Instagram as well to look out for those releases. I'll be re-releasing my book Lover Bar as well. And those are really the main places to find me. Instagram, the website on Pussy Pop Culture, and Gordon Publishing, man. Just keep a lookout. Awesome. You can check out the first 3 chapters of Excomunicada on Webtoon for now. Yeah.
Remember, you got to sign up for it because it won't let you just look at them.
Yeah, you got to sign up. You can't just look at it. You got to cough up the email.
Got to cough up those marketing dollars.
Hell yeah. Austin, what do you got?
Same thing as usual. Follow me at my Instagram account, lights.camera.actionfigures. Follow me at my collab page, amp__toys with a Z. I've got a giveaway going on, so find that post on my main Instagram page. And Nostalgia Bait this Friday, we're going to be looking at the marketing behind the first Blair Witch film.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, doing a deep dive on that. And that's
Aaron?
it.
Same as usual. Follow my main Instagram, GoldMember150, and follow my collab page, The Devil's Toys, where we just try to share everybody's work, get stuff out there. Thanks for 750 followers on that one. Getting close to 1,000 finally. Other than that, any other links you would need, like my YouTube, my DeviantArt, they're on my main Instagram page. They're in the link tree there. So
awesome.
YouTube reviews and poetry. So go for it.
Other than that, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It was really a pleasure getting to know you, talking with you, and picking your brain on everything horror, and kind of like where you see where everything is going. And good luck on your comic book and all your other projects. Again, if anytime you want to come back on, just let us know, and we will set it up.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on. This was so much fun just to talk horror.
Anytime. Door's always open.
Yeah, definitely. So everybody hit that like, that subscribe, and that share button if you enjoyed the show. Next week, I believe we have Rob Berman, like an extremely talented makeup artist.
Oh, cool. Yes.
We looked
really looking forward to picking his brain and seeing the tricks of the trade and how it works.
Neat. I'll have to tune in for that. That's incredible.
And then again, Ravens Cross Sand every Monday, where we talk toys, toy photography, and anything else that pops up in the show. You can catch me tomorrow night on A Weekly Habit. And then Sunday, I'll be with Latin Legions and their show. And this Friday is the return of the Lazy Boys. So be sure to check them out. And as always, go hit my Linktree page. I'll add your stuff to it tonight. And then, go check out all the shows, all the people, everything under the sun that's on Instagram or within the horror toy photography, toy collecting community. You can find it on my TV guide. So I do the research. You just got to click. Other than that, everybody in the chat, thanks for joining us as always. Tripping of Toys. I wish I would have saw this earlier. Trilogy of Terror. Have any of you seen that?
No,
I have not. What is it?
Oh my God! If I remember right, it was like an anthology movie, and there was one episode on there with like dolls that come alive.
Ooh.
And yes,
you had me an anthology. I love anthology type stuff.
Yeah, but we'll have to catch that one up next time. So be sure to bring that up next time, Trippin', please. Other than that, everybody, thanks for joining us, and have a good night. If you want to stick around afterwards, we want to talk to you a little bit more. All right, have a good night, everybody.
Good night.